Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel where we're gonna talk about some of the best projects on Solana right now, some of the safest projects to invest in during this bear market, because obviously the market is not looking great right now. Multiple of the most hyped mints aren't even selling out these days, which is just insane to see. We're seeing the volume on Magic Eden not looking great, but I do still think there are tons of great opportunities out there if you choose the right projects to invest in. And in today's video, I just want to go over some of the top tier projects that I'm most bullish on and that I think will just stay here for the long term. Keep building, keep providing value to holders and to the entire space. So I'm really excited to share these projects with you guys. Let me know which project is your favorite down below in the comment section. As always, if you enjoyed the video, smash that like, subscribe down below, all of that good stuff. The links to all of these projects will of course be down below in the description as well if you want to go and check them out further. Personally, I hold many of these projects, even though I don't hold all of them as of right now. I definitely want to pick up some more of these projects because they're all just so good. So with all of that out of the way, let's just jump right into the first one. Alright, and you can't really make a video about blue chip top tier projects without featuring DeGods. DeGods, you have obviously heard about it. Arguably the biggest blue chip in the space right now. I just wanted to feature this project because I haven't really featured them enough. Overall, it's just a great project. Of course, they just keep building, keep providing value to the holders. They're soon coming out with their Duppies collection, which obviously is their second collection with a 15,000 supply. So that will be extremely interesting, especially because of the current market conditions. I don't think Duppies will be super affected by the market conditions just because they're one of the biggest projects in the space. Other than that, they obviously have their own dust token. They just keep giving utility to this token. They keep giving it value in some sort of way, which I love. I mean, they're always just coming up with new creative ideas. They bought a basketball team. How crazy is that? And other than that, their team is obviously amazing. Frank represents this project in a great way as well, just being in different Twitter spaces all the time, being active in the space. But DeGods, just one of the top tier projects on Solana right now. If you're looking to pick one up, you have to pay quite a lot of money though, currently sitting at 300 Solana floor price, as you can see right here. But I just wanted to feature DeGods, definitely a project worth keeping an eye on. And I mean, talking about builders in the space, we can't forget about Famous Fox Federation, another OG project in the space, and they just keep building, keep providing value for the entire space, which we love to see. They were super creative. They were the first ones to come out with a whitelist token marketplace, which became a huge success, of course, super popular. Right now, whitelist tokens aren't really as popular anymore because a lot of people just do wallet submissions and just do the whitelist directly to the wallet address. You don't really need a token. But anyways, they just keep doing new stuff. They recently came out with their own coin flip. Right now, you are looking to pay around 29 Solana to pick up one of these Famous Fox NFTs, which in my opinion might be a great deal because this is just a project that I believe will be here for a very, very long time. They keep implementing new things, just being creative with it, keep building new stuff. And they're really good just in their Discord as well with just updating the community on what they're doing. They're doing a lot of these development updates as well as these financial reports, which I love to see. Doge Capital, I think, were the first ones to do super in-depth financial reports every month. But I'm super glad that Famous Fox Federation has started doing this as well. You can see exactly how much money they have on hand for future development and stuff. Right now, current funds is sitting at 8,000 Solana, which is a lot of money, of course. You can also see all of these other things they're working on, so they're super transparent with it as well. The team is super talented. They know what they're doing for sure. So just wanted to shed some more light on Famous Fox Federation. Alright, another project that I haven't really talked about enough on the channel, they deserve for sure to be more talked about, is Genesis Go, or the Shadowy Supercoders as they're called on Magic Eden right here. Currently sitting at 143 Solana, and these guys are really focusing on the blockchain and Web3 infrastructure. They're just a team of builders. They're really talented, of course. And some of the things they're currently doing and working on is the Shadow network, which basically is a decentralized RPC network. Now, I'm not gonna go too into detail on exactly what that is because it's pretty complicated and I'm absolutely no expert myself, but basically an RPC is, think about when you confirm a transaction in your wallet, that confirmation goes to an RPC which then sends it over to a validator, as far as I have understood it, at least. And they're also doing Shadowy, which is a decentralized storage solution existing on Solana. So if you're familiar with Arweave, that's another storage solution. So pretty similar to that, only that Shadowy is only focusing on Solana, but they're also doing a Shadow IDO platform, which is a decentralized IDO platform. Now, what do you get from holding their NFTs, you may ask? Now, they're definitely going to work on further utility down the line, but as of right now, you basically get their Shadow tokens by staking their NFT. There's basically 10,000 Shadow tokens locked into each NFT, and if you minted one of these NFTs for 2.5 Solana at the start, and you staked it, you could basically earn up to a maximum of 10,000 Shadow tokens plus a 3,000 additional tokens as a bonus if you stake it for 365 days. Right now, like 13,000 Shadow tokens is worth like over $7,000, I think. So that's a pretty good deal right there. But overall, this project just doesn't get enough recognition, mainly just because they're doing blockchain infrastructure stuff, which a lot of normal NFT people might not be super interested in. But I definitely think this team is here for a long term. They're just helping the entire Solana blockchain and ecosystem, which we love to see. So Shadowy, Supercoder DAO, or Genesis Go, definitely a project that I have massive respect for. Alright, another project we have to talk about is SolGods, or The Fracture. I have talked about this project a few times on the channel before. I also did an interview with their founder Hex. You can check that out on the channel if you'd like. Super interesting guy, super interesting interview, super interesting project as well. Now, you probably know a good amount about this project. Their art is super clean. They're an OG project in the space. They just keep building and delivering awesome stuff to the space and to the community. Most of their team is actually moving together in Lisbon under the same roof, which will be extremely interesting because I just think they will be able to create so many awesome things just living together and working right next to each other. So The Fracture is another project that I just like a lot. Alright, another project that I love, obviously I have talked about this project quite a lot on the channel as well. Bohemia, they're just an awesome team. They do so much creative and unique stuff that I personally love. I love it when projects just do new stuff. So they're doing their Fabulosa mint today, actually, when I'm recording this video. It will already have happened once you're watching this video, of course. But there's basically no boring day or week in Bohemia because they're always pushing out new stuff for the community, which is one of the reasons why they're so successful. But yeah, Bohemia is another really good project that I just like a lot and that I think will not leave the space for a long time. Alright, I don't really know exactly what to think about this project anymore, but OK Bears just had to be mentioned because they're actually able to keep a consistent price around 100 Solana, which is kind of surprising to me. I kind of thought they would fall a bit more during this bear market, but I mean, they have a strong community, they have a strong social presence on Twitter and stuff like that as well. They're doing some cool partnerships. They have done partnerships with a lot of cool brands, which I love to see, of course. And they're also doing these welcome packs with wristbands and different things included. And they recently also announced hibernation on July 18th. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this means. They haven't released too many details on it, but I'm guessing that this will be pretty interesting as well. So OK Bears for sure had to be mentioned in this video. Another OG project in the space, Degen Ape Academy, one of like the first blue chips on Solana. I would say that Solana Monkey Business might be the very first, but this might be the second one. I mean, these guys were early and they're just still around. They're sitting at around like 50 Solana right now. They're apparently updating their art, which is pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure that these guys will just stay around for a long time and keep providing value to the space. And since we mentioned it, Solana Monkey Business is another project that I like a lot and that I for sure think won't leave for a very long time. They basically were the first like major blue chip on Solana. They're still around, sitting at like 200 Solana right now. Unfortunately, I don't hold one of these. I definitely want to pick one up pretty soon. And a super cool thing that recently happened was that the MonkeyDAO board and the SMB founders have agreed on terms for MonkeyDAO to acquire the SMB brand IP and assets. So basically the MonkeyDAO will take over this project from the original founders. And I mean, there has been a lot of talks about this previously, about like how the founders haven't really done enough for the project. So the MonkeyDAO taking over, I think, is a great move, and I definitely am super excited to see what the MonkeyDAO is able to do with this project moving forward. They still have an insane social presence here on Twitter and stuff, with so many massive names just keeping it as their PFP and stuff. So you definitely should not fade Solana Monkey Business. Another project that I think is here for the long term, we have Blocksmith Labs. They've just shown over and over again how valuable they are for the space and how much utility they provide. They recently also made the Bifrost launchpad. Obviously, they were supposed to launch Shizuoka as the first project on this launchpad, but unfortunately, there were some problems with some of the team members on Shizuoka, so they didn't want to launch it. But with this launchpad, they're doing a dynamic price minting, which is a super interesting concept that I can't wait to see how it works in real life when they actually launch their first project. And obviously their whitelist submission tool called Mercury is still super popular, still the most popular whitelist submission tool in the space. And I mean, they keep providing utility to their forged token. I think right now Blocksmith Labs is sitting at 55 Solana floor price, which could be a good deal. I mean, they were at an all-time high of like well over 100. So I definitely wanted to feature Blocksmith Labs in today's video. Another project that I have learned the hard way to not fade is Cets On Creck. I faded this project for a bit too long. I minted some of them, but I sold too early, and then I kind of thought that they wouldn't go as high as they did, but apparently I was proven wrong. So Cets On Creck is another really interesting project, and I mean, their community just goes crazy. I met some of the team members in NFT NYC as well, which was really cool. So I definitely think Cets On Creck will not leave anytime soon, as long as they keep providing value to the holders, and also as long as they're able to have an active and engaging community. I definitely think Cets On Creck has massive potential. And last but not least, we have Taiyo Robotics, another blue chip in the space. I mean, where to even begin with these ones? I mean, they're doing so many cool things, and one of the most interesting things they're doing right now is launching their new coin called Graphite. As some of you may know, we are in the process of releasing our new coin Graphite, which is powered by several B2B tech ambitions. Now, I'm not going to read through all of this right now because it's pretty technical and hard to understand, but basically, this guy commented, "Can you summarize this?" Basically, they said, "We made something that allows for merchants to be able to automatically build wallets for a set amount each month. Someone can run a subscription model on the blockchain using this tech, which opens the doors to any business that relies on recurring in Web 2 to enter Web 3. But there you go. Those were basically some of the projects that I like the most in the space right now, that I'm most bullish on. I hold many of these projects myself. I want to pick up even more of them. Let me know what you think of these projects and today's video down below in the comment section. Leave a like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed it and want to see more videos like these. I definitely want to interview the founders from all of these projects in my new founder interview series as well. So if you have any connections, hit me up. I would love to get in touch with all of these different founders. But with that said, the links to all of these projects is down below in the description. So it's linked to my Twitter and my Patreon. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.